everybody. Welcome back to the NYC Blue Zone. I'm here with the famous Stella Rose Davis. We're going to be
Hi.
talking football. We got the draft coming up. We got free agency coming up. We got players that we like, players that we don't like. We got player needs. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. How you
Yes.
doing, Stella?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, even though the football season is behind us. Actually, I was kind of happy to see that one come to an end because we really struggled last year. But you know who's playing well this year, Stella?
I know who's not playing well.
The New York Knicks are doing their thing. So that's been a good feeling with the disappointing season the Giants had, right?
Yes.
Now, who were you saying who was not playing well?
Tay Banks. And I looked up a meme. I think it should be, it says, I'm sorry, sir, but the banks are closed on Sunday. I think it should be closed every day.
Yeah, he had a hard time last year. He really,
Yes.
really struggled
I
as
just
the
don't
number
think you
one
can do
corner.
anything with him. Like, really, bro? He has to go.
You know what? I think there are a lot of Giants fans who feel the same way that you feel about. But you know what they did do? You know what the Giants did?
They fired his coach.
They fired his coach, Jerome Henderson. I don't think the coach was the problem. He might
I
have been
don't
part of the
either.
problem. He might have been part of the problem. But I
Yes.
think the Giants coaching staff, they still believe in Tay Banks. And I don't know, they spent the number one draft pick on him.
I
So
know.
maybe they're thinking we got to give him one last shot. Do you think that they're
No.
being too generous?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, so we're going to talk about Tay Banks. We're going to talk about our need at the quarterback position. We're going to talk about our need on the defensive line, the offensive line. We got some
Wait,
linebacker needs. Go ahead.
I want to say something, honey. I wish
Go
this
ahead.
was them. Okay, so our final standings in last place we all know who. Tay Banks. Bye. Like, I wish they would just do that.
I think that while that would be funny, they can't because again they gave up too much draft capital to acquire him. And you know what? He played really well when he was in college and his transition into the NFL. Initially, it wasn't too bad. In fact, year one, I thought that he showed a lot of signs and reasons to be excited about why they drafted him. Year two, he definitely regressed, and year three, it was real hard to watch. It was like if you wanted a completion, you just threw it to anybody who Tay Banks was sticking or covering in the secondary, and he was gonna give up a first down or a touchdown or something that was equally bad. So maybe a pass interference call. So, but we got to talk about Tay Banks, like I said, the quarterback position, the offense, and the defensive line. We got the draft coming up.
Yes,
Free
we
agency
do.
starts next week. Mm-hmm. Free agency starts next week. But we had some fun doing a couple of segments, um, just kind of encapsulating some of the things that's been going on during the off season. And there were two things that we took a look at. One of the things was your Giants fan cave in your toy room, which was really cool. And then the other thing that we talked about, you want to give everybody a preview before we load that clip up and talk about what you showed everybody?
Oh, so I had this idea where I wanted to donate to animals because it's the right thing to do, like first I called Awesome and Camp Papillion and I chose Camp Papillion, so that's what I did. And then I like made a flyer and set everything out, and then I collected money, and actually we do have some video clips to like show you everything.
All right, cool. So we'll load those clips up and we will see you guys on the other side.
Hey guys, we are back.
Hi.
It's been a long off season so far.
Yes, it has. And we're trying to brainstorm ideas of things to do while the Giants aren't playing.
Yeah, and we don't want to talk about the Eagles because they won, but we were happy for Saquon Barkley. But
Can we not talk about that?
all right, we won't talk about that. But we did some things, and Stella's going to lead the way and show us some of the things we've been working on this off season.
Yes. Okay, so follow me to my toy room over here.
Loving that customized jersey, by the way.
Thank
That
you.
is
Hold on.
super duper hot.
Okay, come in. So we have a giant section here.
Oh, show us what we're looking at.
So we have this flag that we just hung up. Then we have the 2023 draft pick, and then we have some older players, and then these flags, and then we have my stuffed animals, and a ring light just for decoration.
Ooh, I like the stuffed animals.
And this one. You could take pictures and things here. I don't know.
I love it, love it, love it. This is good. And I think we have another section that we want to talk about. It's really not Giants related, but it's something that you did. You want to give us a brief preview of what you did during the off season?
So I wanted to help the animal shelters. Well, animal shelter, and I called two different animal shelters, Awesome and Cantopilion, and I decided to choose Cantopilion. And I'm collecting donations for just to help the animals.
Very nice. What type of donations were you collecting? And how did you go about collecting these donations? How did you go about collecting them? Where did you get the donations from?
Oh, neighbors, friends, family, a lot of places. Anyways, they're collecting a lot of wet dog food, regular dog food, dog beds, dog toys, well, any toys. Leashes, collars. What else?
I think we saw towels and blankets that people donated also.
Yes, diabetic dog food, laundry detergent, trash bags, and just things like that.
All right, let's go take a look at what we got.
Yep. So we have all the donations. This is my favorite. It's so cool.
Wow, look at that big dog bed. That's cool.
Yeah.
What do we have here? We got some dry cat food.
I laid in this myself.
Yeah, you fit pretty nicely in there too. Got a couple of leashes in there, dog collars and leashes. What else you got?
A bunch of towels in there.
Wow. Look at all those towels and stuff.
And that's leashes, a toy. This is tick stuff, they wear around their collar. So, on their collar, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep them safe, right?
Yes.
What else we have here?
We have some laundry detergent in there. I think some treats, no food. It's bacon and beef flavor.
Nice.
Might sound gross to us humans, but it's not gross to dogs. Then we got this big paper towels, thingies,
Oh my.
trash bags. We have some laundry sponges in there. Lots of more toys.
Oh my. Look at all
Rags.
of the donations that everybody contributed.
We have another dog bed right here.
Oh, and there's even stuff underneath. You got towels there.
Oh, this is the diabetic dog food. That's some of it.
That's the diabetic dog food.
It's some
this
of
one.
it. We have a lot more though.
Okay. Wow, look at all of this dog food down here. I mean, there's so much stuff that Stella Rose was able to collect with her drive.
Back here,
It's impressive.
this is the diabetic. This is the big thing. And then there's diabetic dog treats. There's the needles and the medicine stuff, insulin.
Wow, insulin
Then
also?
there's that stuff. Yeah.
Wow, so you started off with this idea just to collect a few items, and it turned into this mountain of goods and products that are going to go towards helping animals who are in animal shelters.
Some of these things we bought, me and my mom went shopping and we bought them because we raised about $400.
Oh, so in addition to all of these supplies, you raised $400 in cash?
Yeah, so like these things, like the bags are from us shopping, and this is too.
So you used the money that was donated to go to the store to purchase additional food and supplies for the animals.
Yes. Oh, we also have some OxyClean down there.
OxyClean, and there's even more dog food down there.
Yeah,
This is a lot.
I would say we got the most of probably towels because of that bag.
Oh,
But-
yeah, the bag with all the towels in it.
Also food, definitely.
Yeah, so is there anything you want to say to all of the people who made donations to the animals?
If you were one of the donators, thank you so much. Big shout out to you guys, you for helping me, and yeah.
And helping the animals.
Yes, and helping the animals, definitely.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're gonna go down to the basement, and we're just gonna talk about our Giants displays down there. So follow
I'm down
me.
for that.
Follow me. And when we come down here, we always touch, like when the Giants players, they run out, they always touch this. So we have a Giants pride, and that's what we're going to be touching.
Let's do it.
Hi, Mom. Wait. That's...
Ellie's doing her workout thing, y'all.
Okay. Oh, we don't talk about that one. Okay, whatever. So, this is...
Wow, look at the fan cave.
We've toured you guys through this, but maybe we can talk about some things.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
What do you want to show everybody?
This one, maybe? Ignore me, try to. But we had so much fun there. We went with my uncle, or cousin, and my other cousin. And we just had a great time there.
Yes, we did. That was a lot of fun. I remember that.
I remember there was one time you left with me and I was crying because I didn't want you to go, but I also wanted to come.
I remember that too.
What? Okay, anyways. We have a scoreboard. Do you want to talk about something?
Oh man. Remember when we used to really like him
I
in a
still
New
do.
York Giants uniform? I still like him too. But it would have been really nice if he would have ran for like 300 yards in the Super Bowl and the Eagles still lost. Wouldn't that have been great?
Yes.
I think so.
And then we have when I got drafted.
You got drafted. Let's see what that looks like.
So it says with the first pick of the 2015 draft, the Giants selected Stella, drafted 12:45 a.m., February 9, 2015. 6 pounds, 3
Ounces
ounces,
and 18
and
inches.
18 inches.
Hold on a second. So is that what the 9 is all about on your personalized jersey
Yes, this
for
is.
February 9th?
If you're gonna own my tag. Yes.
Let me see the back of it again. Super nice.
Yes. And then we have a picture of me right there.
That's right. From birth, right?
Yes, of course, always. And a story that's true. My mom's side always wanted me to be a Steelers. He was like, "Come on, Stella, be a Steelers." Yeah. And Dad, he just did it. I don't care. So for whatever reason, I wanted to be a Giants fan. But now I'm all about Giants. So,
That's
yeah.
right. The cream always rises to the top, right, baby?
Yes.
Well, your sister too. Here's your sister
Oh yeah.
and your brother.
They're so
Big Giants fans.
not as big as me.
My boy Keith, we saw him this morning. That was really cool. Curtis, my main man. Some people might recognize Madeline Burke, Paul Dottino,
You always get stars.
R.W. McCorders. He intercepted Tony Romo on the Giants' way towards winning the Super Bowl. Hold on a second. Who that? The well-dressed Amani Tuma. Nice. My nephew Quan. He's more like a son to me. I love him to death. Y'all know Big Boo. That's my boy. Oh man.
And then we have just a little display case. I love this little guy.
Oh, that's cool.
So cute. And then we have all these things. Someone signed this.
That's Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh.
That's an Odell Beckham Jr. signed mini helmet.
This one is signed too.
That's by Lawrence Taylor. Everything's authenticated, so you know it's the real deal. This is one of my favorite pictures, Stella.
Oh, don't forget the jerseys hanging up.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that too. Oh, y'all know who that is, right? Our King Knicks, big part of the New York Giants winning another Super Bowl. My boy Yak, my man Jerome. Look at my wife at Giant Stadium wearing Steelers gear, and she's throwing up the middle finger. No respect. My boy Felix, I miss you, dog. He moved down to Florida a while ago.
Then the light over here.
Yep. Oh, look at this little guy chilling.
Yeah. Someone got the pillow. And then this is my sister. This is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, that's really nice. That was at the Fan Fest.
Yes. And we have Matthews and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the really good. Trust me.
That was a good one.
I don't even know. And
A
then
lot
we
of
have,
signed autographed memorabilia over here also.
do you ever put batteries in there?
Yeah, I think there's batteries in there.
In the back of it.
Just have to turn it on.
Here, do you want me to hold
I
it?
don't remember what the control panel is, but it's not a big deal.
Oh,
Nope,
no.
they did. It's okay.
Oh, and then we have the Giants card game. Of course. No,
This
we have-
actually doubles as a card table. The top of it flips over.
I've
Play
never
poker.
opened
And
this.
then we got our Lawrence Taylor sign.
Oh, these
Picture
aren't
helmet.
cards. These are coasters.
Yeah, but we gotta go finish on the rest of the stuff.
Sorry, I've never opened this before.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it pushing.
All right. We're gonna forget about
This
this.
is so cool. Y'all already know. Superstar Eli Manning,
I'll be right.
two-time MVP Super Bowl winning quarterback. That's right. Ahmad Bradshaw. It's my dude right there.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Nick Gates.
I'm back.
I'm a big Nick Gates fan. He was a member of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles last year. We don't like to talk about that too much, but it's nice to see him get a ring, even though he didn't play.
What do you
He
have
was
to say
injured.
for yourself? Nothing. Okay.
Charles showed me the way. My boy Mario Manningham. Y'all remember he made that big catch going down the sideline.
Up.
That's right. That's right.
Champions.
I guess we gotta show this thing for your mom.
No.
We kind of got to.
Fine.
We don't hate on them. So this is Stella's mom's corner, my wife's corner. She's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but because it's been so long since they won anything of note, like a lot of their pictures in like black and white.
Actually, they have two pictures that's not, which is that one and then that one over there.
Oh yeah, Antonio Brown. Y'all remember him? The guy that lost his mind.
And then they have that one.
Yeah.
And this should not say champions. This should say losers. Anyways. They have, someone's built the soda can up there, but we have that.
Yeah.
And we have, there's a bunch of Steelers things.
Yep, we got Steelers stuff here. But this is our fan cave.
Also, it's like a gaming area because we have a pool table. So.
All right, I don't know what's going on in there, but I'm sure it's effective.
Hi! Booty bump.
All right, guys, that's it for this segment. We'll see y'all in the
We gotta
podcast.
touch the pride thing.
Let's touch the pride thing on the way out. See y'all soon.
And we're back. That was pretty cool, Stella.
Yes, it was.
What was the funnest part? Was it the showing your new fan cave stuff, or showing all of the goods and items collected for the animals, or was it the fan cave tour in the basement?
I like the first two because we already did the fan cave tour.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Plus, that was a
And
good thing what you did for the animals and the shelters and those dogs who are and cats and the other animals who are in need of homes. So that was pretty cool.
I have a disco ball up there too, but you can't see it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool also. So now that we've covered those fun activities, why don't we start talking a little bit about free agency? So, a couple of things have happened. The Giants decided that they were going to continue to keep Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, right? And there's a
Mamma
couple of
mia.
quarterbacks that are available, and the Giants have made it clear they're going to draft a quarterback and pick somebody up in free agency. And I think there are three quarterbacks who the Giants are most likely to target. Who would you like to see? The one first quarterback I think is Aaron Rodgers, coming from the New York Jets. The second quarterback that's available would be Russell Wilson. And then the third one would be Justin Fields. There's a couple of other guys that are available, but I don't know if I see the Giants targeting any of the other ones. But of those three, Rodgers, Fields, Russell Wilson, who would you prefer to see as a New York Giant?
Probably Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Why not Aaron Rodgers? I think he's older, but
He old.
he's a
He got to go.
yeah. Listen, he's definitely old. I think he'll be 41 at the start of the season next year, which is definitely old for a starting quarterback
Football.
in the NFL. But he's probably got the highest skill level, even at 41, of those three quarterbacks. Russell Wilson, you not feeling him at all?
He's probably second.
Okay. But
And
Justin
then
Fields is first. Yeah. I think if I had to pick between the three, depending what my goals are, I think I'm sticking with Justin Fields. Like I like Aaron Rodgers, but I don't like Aaron Rodgers. And I don't want somebody who I like and don't like at the same time. Like he's cocky, he's arrogant. And sometimes I think that might be good, right? Like you might need somebody who's going to help to raise the level of play for more players. But I think Justin Fields, he's still young. I think he's going to be 26 years old, which is very young. He was a first round draft pick just 5 years ago by the Chicago Bears. I think he's got a lot of football left in him to play. And even if you brought him in through free agency and draft Cam Ward, who I hope they want to draft Cam Ward. Justin Fields could slide into a backup role to support Cam Ward if things don't work out well. Are you still feeling Cam Ward over Shador Sanders for the draft, or what would you like to see happen?
really? Really?
Just a question. Just a
You know,
question.
okay, I'm sticking with Cam Ward.
Mm. What's
But
your reason for Cam Ward over Shador Sanders, by the way?
I just think you can do more.
Yeah. I think Cam Ward, he does those things that you just can't coach, right? He knows how to make a play happen when the play breaks down. And then Shador Sanders takes a lot of sacks. But because both quarterbacks are very accurate passing the ball, if we can't get Cam Ward, I think I'd be okay with Shador Sanders. What about you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I
But
would.
I just want to say something
Mhm.
about merch. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So if we get to like maybe a little higher than 500 subscribers, then I think we're going to start merch.
I think we should. I think merch would be cool. And I think a lot of the people who have subscribed to our channel, they really like the content. They really like us, who we are as Giants podcasters, and they would probably support us and purchase our merch. Anybody
Mhm.
who's given that thought, I mean, Stella Rose brought up a good idea. Just drop what you think about it in the comment section, and
Yes.
we'll know what direction we want to go with that.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
But you have to get us to like around 500 subscribers.
Yeah, 500 subscribers would be ideal. Yeah, then we can get it popping for sure. So we kind of like slid right into like the quarterback position. I think you and I are both on a Justin Fields. If we're going to take a veteran quarterback, he's probably the better way to go. We're not feeling Aaron Rodgers.
He old. Bye bye.
All right, we ain't feeling Aaron Rodgers because of his age. I mean, there's other issues with Aaron Rodgers too. What I will say about Aaron Rodgers, and the reason I think the Giants are entertaining signing him, is because Aaron Rodgers does give you a good chance to win, probably a best chance to win immediately. I just don't know that they're feeling everything else that comes with him. And Russell Wilson, what were you about to say there?
I'm just scared, like, if we get Aaron Rodgers,
Mm-hmm.
that he's going to go the next year because of his age.
I think that's all they would give him is a 1 year deal, though, which is probably okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably okay. And then Russell Wilson, I don't know, man. Even when he was playing for Pittsburgh last year, I think he did okay, but he also showed you like when you really needed your quarterback to come through in the clutch to make it happen, to be creative, to to just make a play to win the game. He didn't show me that he was capable of doing that.
I can agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, I think they like lost their last 4 or 5 games in a row or so. It was just like, and just talking to different Steelers fans about their thoughts on Russell Wilson. I mean, aside from Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Steelers, I don't know that there's anybody that was really feeling him to stay on as the Steelers quarterback going into the next season. So I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not big on him. I don't think he is the way to go.
I'm
In
not big on
fact,
him either.
yeah. I mean, there are other less desirable options that, like, I take a Jameis Winston over a Russell Wilson, if I'm being honest. But no, I think we're both on a page of Justin Fields, and clearly you are all about Cam Ward. Would you be okay with a Shador Sanders, though?
I have nothing against him. So, of course, yes. But I think Cam is like a little better.
Yeah, Cam Ward, he makes things happen when the play breaks down. Shador Sanders will take a sack in a minute. He'll get tackled, lose yards, and put us out of scoring position. I just don't. If the football gods do the right thing for Giants fans, they will clear a pathway for the Giants to draft Cam Ward, and this will be a non issue. Agreed?
Yes,
Agreed.
agreed.
Please
Capiche?
give us
Capiche.
Cam. We need it. We need you so bad.
Yes, we do.
All right. What about cornerback position? We all know how you feel about Tay Banks. He is
Yes.
not the answer. And the Giants has no, I mean, listen, he gave a lot of New York Giants fans upset stomachs last year. He couldn't cover, and sometimes he was in really good position. And even being in good position, he didn't have the ability to locate the ball to jar it free or to deflect it, which was incredible to me because there were certain plays where he was right where he needed to be. However, the receiver that he was covering was still able to make a play on the ball. And maybe that's a coaching thing. Maybe that's why they got rid of Jerome Henderson. But I don't think he did himself any favors when he was in good position and still gave up the big play.
Please, we need Cam Ward on this team. Stick
Yes,
it
we
right in
do.
his face. Cam Ward, if you're watching it, take this.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos of him. So I think with free agency next week, the Giants are going to probably secure number one. We talked about the quarterback position, but number two, I think their next priority is going to be somebody in the secondary. And DJ Reed is a name that has come up a lot. I'm thinking that if whoever we get in free agency at the cornerback position needs to be somebody who can fill in immediately day one as the CB1. And then Tay Banks could be a CB2. And because the talent level at CB2, by and large, now there's some teams who has their WR2 is they could be a WR1 on another team, but many of them have a significant drop off from that WR1 to the WR2. But I think Tay Banks would be okay with the second best receiver on a team, but not the first. What do you think?
I would put him in the fourth, but sure.
So, in other words, you would put him on special teams? Like he should not even be
He
playing on
needs
defense?
help. He needs help. In fact, he should have been, I don't know what it's called, but it's like big football like this, but it's like not actually national.
What, flag football?
I don't know what it's called.
But he
But
shouldn't be in the NFL.
no.
So, and let me ask you a question. If Tay Banks, if his agent said, hey, Tay Banks, there's this podcast, this daddy daughter podcast that you really need to watch. There's this young lady named Stella Rose who had something to say to you, and she wanted you to hear it. What would you say to Tay Banks if you were able to speak directly to him?
Well, first of all, I would go to a whole arena thing with a bunch of people,
Okay.
like 5,000 people, and I hate center attention, but like I'd be in the center saying, Tay Banks, you gotta go. And all these people think so too. And we hosted the show just for you to say that you have to go. We're having a concert that's like, Tay Banks, you've got to go.
Hold on a second. So you wouldn't offer him any positive words of encouragement? You would take that opportunity to make
The
him
only
feel even
words
worse than he probably does?
The only words I would give him as encouragement is, I hope you have a good life, like off of nationals.
My, that's foul. Now, you know what? I get it. Like I said, he gave a lot of Giants fans just these real sickening feelings, not completing plays, not completing plays, not competing well enough, and just giving up too many big plays at the wrong time. But I think that, sometimes coaching and uh, acquiring other talent around you can help to improve your game. So I'm willing to give them another shot. It seems like the Giants coaching staff are too. That's why they fired Jerome Henderson. So, but if the Giants bring in the right talent at the cornerback position for free agency, I don't know. It may help him having some really stiff competition that can make him feel like, oh my God, if I don't do better, I'm gonna lose my job. Like you got like DJ Reed, Shavarius Webb. Darius Slay was a Philadelphia Eagle. He's getting kind of older too, but
Play.
he's available. Stephon Gilmore,
I don't put
Byron
Darius Slay in
Murphy.
a go.
Okay, so that's a good way to segue into the wide receiver position. But there are options at the CB position that the Giants can look at, and still think I still think Stella Tay Banks is salvageable. I think his career can be saved.
I don't.
It might be a tall order, but I think so. But let's go to the wide receiver because you brought up Darius Slayton.
You brought him up.
No, I was talking about Darius Slay. Darius Slay played corner for the Philadelphia Eagles. He is now a free agent. And
I thought you were saying that for like short. My
nope,
bad.
nope, different player, but it's okay because we got to talk about the wide receivers anyway. You know, so we got Malik Neighbors. How we feel about him? Lovely, right? Malik
Yes.
Neighbors is an alpha.
He's
Okay,
an
there's
up.
only about there's like 5 teams with an alpha dog wide receiver, and the Giants are one of them with Malik Neighbors.
We got the
Slot
alpha,
position,
alpha, 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 alpha.
yes, we do. Slot position, we got Wandale Robinson. We both like Wandale Robinson, right?
Yes. Oh,
Tight end position, we got Theo Johnson, Chris Manhertz, and we
what?
still have, I'm sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
and we still have Daniel Bellinger. But that wide receiver 2 position, if the Giants let Darius Slayton walk, and I think that they're going to let him go into free agency and let another team pick him up. I don't even know if they're going to try to match what he's offered. And Darius Slayton is going to get a good contract because he's still a very good wide receiver. We have to fill that position. But first of all, how are you going to feel if Darius Slayton is no longer on the New York Football Giants?
Like we need more help.
Definitely. Definitely. And I look around the league at the different options available at wide receiver, and all of the options that are available that can have an immediate impact on the team, they're older players. They're role players at this point. Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, all good players. They have household names. People know who they are. But if you're telling me I'm going to pay the same money to a Devontae Adams or a Chris Godwin that I'd be paying to Darius Slayton, I want to keep Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton, even his behind the scenes stuff where he's not making catches, he's influencing plays because Malik Neighbors had the year that he had because Darius Slayton made sure that Malik knew where he was supposed to line up and understood the route and the route concepts because Brian Dable's offense is very complex, and he's the reason that Malik Neighbors had the season that he had.
That's why you should be a Giants fan. Giants support other Giants.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's certain
That's one of the
intangibles that
reasons. There's like, I don't know, like 2 million reasons I could name why you should be a Giants fan. Anyways, go ahead.
that's a good start. I was just saying there's so many things that happens that you don't see on the stat line that Darius Slayton brings to a team. So, and not for nothing, if Darius Slayton does leave, he's probably going to go somewhere like the Cincinnati Bengals or the Seattle, the San Francisco 49ers, or maybe even to the Baltimore Ravens, and he is or the Buffalo Bills, and he's going to ball out. He's going to be 1,000-yard receiver on another team. I'm telling you now, he will have 800 to 1,200 yards on a team other than the New York Football Giants because he's good and he's reliable, and we will both hate to see him go. He was our Walter Payton Man of the Year for the Giants this year.
I don't want him to go. I don't want him to go to any other team.
Yeah, he's a good dude. If there were 3 things that you could pick to happen for the Giants, 3 things, what would they be?
To get Cam Ward,
Okay, I'm
Tay
with you.
Banks gotta go, and to get more
Okay,
sacks.
sacks. That's a great segue into the line play, right? Like Dexter Lawrence, he can't do it by himself. So we either
Hey,
need
hey,
to acquire
Tay
more
Banks is
talent
left.
through free agency, 4 through the draft, and there's going to be a lot of players available to help bolster the line, both sides of the line in the draft. But I agree with you. The Giants started off the season leading the league in sacks.
Yes,
And
we
then,
actually did. We had so many.
yeah, we was killing it. We was killing it. And that's the reason why we were in so many games. Even though we lost a lot of those games, we were in striking distance to win a lot of those games because of the defensive pressure from our defensive line. It was really good. And then we just fell apart. And then when Dexter Lawrence got hurt, we didn't have anybody who was even close to his caliber to continue to put pressure on defense to open up the edge rushing abilities of Kayvon Thibodeau and
The
Brian
thing,
Burns.
any sport, really, you need like if you have a good player, you need a player to support it
Absolutely.
or to
Players
support
complement each other, right?
them.
And we didn't have that. So when
It's
you
like
say more sacks,
it's like if you don't have any friends, you have nobody there for you, nobody to support you. It's like what it is with sports, like football. If you have one good player, then you need help.
especially with football, right? Because it takes all 11 players on offense or defense to properly execute a play.
Yes,
And you
it
know
does.
what? If there were more help on that defensive line, maybe Tay Banks would have had some better days, right? Maybe the secondary would have had some better days because you're getting pressure up front so they don't have to defend a receiver for that much longer, right? If the linebackers were supporting that second level of support of that defensive line, I mean, all these things add up to proper play execution and having, you know, good success in sacks. And then that holds true for the corners. If the corners are locking down those wide receivers, that gives the defensive front enough time to get to the quarterback as well. So it all works together, like you said, is the support. Is the
Yes.
support. What if,
Basketball, that's different. Football, no.
yeah, you can have a superstar in basketball and make some things happen. You need help though. You need help, but there's a reason you got 11 players on offense and 11 players on defense, and you need each one of them to contribute
Yep,
at a high
they're
level.
all there for something, but the one who really is invisible when a game is happening is Tay Banks.
What about let me ask you about the running backs. Tyrone Tracy Jr. had a great year, right? Fifth round draft pick, great year.
Yes.
In fact, he had 1,000 yards of offense as a rookie drafted in the fifth round. I'm
Wow.
impressed.
Fifth round, too.
That means that every team passed him over at least 4 times. Every team. And then he came into the league and got 1,000 yards of production. It's impressive. So I think we good at the running back position. What do you think? Do you think the Giants should re-sign Devin Singletary, motor, if you will, if they can get him at a good price?
Yeah.
You think so? I think so too. I don't think Motor's going to give you the same level of creativity that Tyrone Tracy Jr. did, but I think Motor is going to give you a solid 3.2, 3.4 yards a carry. And we're going to need that. The one thing I want to see Tyrone Tracy Jr. do better is protect the ball. He
Yes.
fumbled the ball 2 times in 2 critical moments, and both of those times that he fumbled the ball, we lost those games. He's got to do a better job at ball protection. I think on
Yes.
picking up the blitz, he did well. I think he's going to do well in some of those just fundamental areas that you need a running back. He's in the right place to catch the flare out pass. He's in the right place as a safety valve. He's in the right place to pick up the blitz. But protect the damn ball, man. Don't fumble. God, that drives me crazy.
I know. It drives me crazy too.
Because you're supposed to win. You're in position to win, and then you end up losing. It's like, it's aggravating. I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, last question. Do you still believe in Brian Dable as the coach of the New York Giants? Or do you think because we went 3-14, he should have been fired? Do you think the head coach should have been fired?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yes.
It's a tougher decision with the head coach than it is with Tay Banks.
Yes, 100%.
I think Brian Dable is gonna be in good position to show why he was kept as the coach. I think he's a good coach. I think Joe Shane, the general manager, is terrible. I think that Dave Gettleman, while Dave Gettleman, his personality was not as good as Joe Shane's, perhaps.
Yeah.
He was better at identifying talent than Joe Shane. I'm not happy with Joe Shane, Stella. I'm not happy with our GM.
Believe me.
Listen, I want to see more dubs than L's. And in order to do that, you have to supply the head coach with talent and you have to structure their deals. First of all, you can't make deals out of desperation. You can't make deals just based on 1 year of good performance. You got to make deals based on what the totality of the film shows you. And I don't think that Joe Shane is a good talent evaluator. I think he's terrible. I do like Brian Dable as the head coach, but I don't know if I want my head coach calling plays anymore. I think we saw a tremendous drop off in production offensively, and I'm just not feeling him. And I don't think that our defensive coordinators had an opportunity to really showcase what he can do as a DC, given the fact that he didn't have the freedom to pick his own staff, and he didn't have much input, if any, on what players came, except for Brian Burns. So, I don't know. Looking forward to free agency next week. I don't think your second wish is going to come true, Stella. I think Tay Banks is going to stay a Giant. Well, like you said, with Dexter Lawrence, he needs help. Tay Banks might need help, right? Maybe. You're not feeling him? What are you doing? Looking up his stats? Is his stats going to show anything good to you?
No, it's not really working. Okay. Well, I think that's a show.
Okay. That's a show. You want to close out the show today?
If you're new here, my name is Stella. His name is Attikis. Anyways, I hope you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Please, I'm dying. Just please. And have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Doc, for joining us. Don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section on your feelings regarding merch. And we'll decide which direction we're going to go with that. We got the draft coming up. We got free agency coming up. And unfortunately, the Eagles won the Super Bowl, but whatever. We got next. The New York Football Giants got next. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, a lot of girls probably crying from my old high school. Look, they see me everywhere they go. I probably would too. Look, crossed over to the Jordan man like I'm Michael. Yeah, eating blessings so much I might need lipo. Yeah, tailored for the dogs like I'm walking in chucks. Yeah, it's just in this plan, man, I see all y'all shook. Look, knew that I was great ever since I was a rook. Man, all y'all singles making me look good. Okay, praise to the Most High, yeah, that's Jesus. Look, but when it come to this rap thing, I can't lose. Yeah, back-to-back number ones, that's a thing greats do. Yeah, tell them boys that ain't nothing I can't do. It's my year. It's my year.